the route upon landing. I guess this really makes sense when you're laning with the Dark. Holy, what's going on at mid? Good lord, Yamich is getting torn limb from limb, but they actually don't have enough damage to kill him off. It's Nisha who's now taking the damage. He will fall as Chrysalis brings him down. They turn their attention to Boxy. Boxy's dead as well. Boom low, he'll die for Liquid here. So they get themselves one return kill, but it is first blood going to Chrysalis, second kill going to Celery, and Mickey able to pick up the singular kill, which Liquid were able to get. What was that? Just the run it down mid strategy.
Finally, you know, it's like we always get these like little smokes for position, this and that, but you know, but the mid laners, of course, wanting to get the vision advantage. You know, an Ember vs Razor matchup, and yeah, MOUZ anticipate it. Pretty cool. Just two teams just bruising each other. To answer your question, sorry, go on.
Just quickly, Mirana was barely there. Like, she wasn't really there for the start of that fight. She turned up only at the end and also did the most damage in the fight because she landed a 5-man Starstorm.
Yeah, Starstorm, it is a great spell, but yes. Now to finally answer your question, it was he went for Starstruck earlier in the qualifier, so he has changed the facet of Mirana for this game, rather than anything else. But I would have to assume it is going to be something along the lines of like comboing with like vacuum and you jump in, the Ember chains and you jump in as well to layer an additional route. Like, it feels kind of like a very tempo facet to go, but
yeah, truth be told, right, the reason I know about this facet is because I saw it in one of my games and was really confused that why anybody would take this ever. So I'm really excited to see this now in the hands of Tofu, to see how it works out, as Yamich might go for the courier snipe here if he's got the speed. I can't quite catch that one, just goes for the steal the wave instead. But yeah, I mean, jumping into the vacuum sounds pretty great. It's really hard to land is the thing. Like, a 250 radius is not much at all, so you really are playing on, like, getting it exactly right. And of course, it's not a point target ability. It is just, you know, click and go. So you got to be really good. But of course, Tofu is really good, thankfully. So we should see some cool stuff coming out this game with these routes on the leap.
Watch him just never hit one. you jinxed it.
Ooh, Mickey taking some pretty heavy hits down here in the bottom side, but also returning the damage back towards Yamich, and will be able to get the kill before he dies, but Tofu gets it, and Mickey will fall to Boom. Not a great trade there for Liquid.
Yeah, also losing the creep wave to the tower as well, so all of that for Mickey to not get the kill. He lost, nearly 4 to 5 creeps worth of XP as well. Luckily, at least he got the XP before he died, but that's about it. A bit of XP, but nothing else. Pretty good start for MOUZ.
Yep, first blood going their way, and killing the hero that got the only kill onto them in that first engagement. It's always going to feel quite nice. Mid one playing the raids, by the way, not Chrysalis. Chrysalis is on the DK.
Yep. I think I like this this change. I think putting Razor in carry, you are just allowing Liquid to feel like they always have the scaling. But when you put DK in the carry role, it's like, wait a second, this guy will just like crush. Like, what, Satanic BKB Daedalus? What does Liquid do? They just look at it and go, yeah, fair play. Like, there isn't this like hard stun for them to ever really utilize. There will be a point in the game where if Liquid do hit like a stalemate, it'll be items that will fix their problems. It's like, wait for the Hex, wait for Shivas to try and survive, like wait for these other things. So yeah, I do like that change up, and that's always the advantage of MOUZ's draft, right? The Huskar, the Razor, the Shadow Fiend, the DK, all the heroes that they first pick it because they'll always play it mid or carry. It's not because Chrysalis wants to play it every time in carry, right? It's not many teams have, you know, 2 core players always having like the same, you know, S tier hero pool.
The flexibility really helps with the drafting and gameplay as well. Yeah, like you say, if the Razor was carry, then Mickey doesn't even need to feel like he needs to be an item ahead at any given point. He's kind of just chilling, like and we're going to see a very similar game to game 1.
Yeah.
Tofu tries to jump ahead of Yamich there, doesn't quite manage it. And you can see there really in play the the radius on the leash there. on the route.
Meanwhile, what's happened? Voxy went for a stack and actually failed the stack on the northern camp in the triangle.
Yeah, one of the things which the Coddle always likes to try and do, especially when you're playing with off-laner who can clear them.
The Darkseer Coddle lane is about efficiencies, right? It's, you know, Iron Shot, get the farm in the lane, keep it like make the stacks, just buff up as quick as possible, get your aura. In this game, we're probably looking at Greaves Rush for the Darkseer. Unless someone else on the team has tried calling for it, and then he'll think about probably Crimson Guard to play into, you know, Darkseer, Razor, a lot of physical damage. Even the Brew just keeps slapping people with the pandas.
Boxy getting kind of low here as Ace is going to haste himself, but they don't have the catch here between Celery and Chrysalis. And the constant refreshing of the Iron Shell and the Surge is going to be really annoying as well. Always gives Ace a way to get out of this in the top lane. Ooh, that's going to be Mickey going down there. Boom and Yamich get the kill. Tofu looking for some revenge there, trying to catch Yamich. Oh, Centaur, it stuns him, but it doesn't do enough damage to kill him. And Tofu finally will leap himself to safety.
Yamich had the 3-stick. He was like, oh, he was really trying to bait Tofu even deeper to try and get the kill, but yeah, Centaur was like, nope. One key difference between the Brewmasters we've seen in the series so far is Boom, he always goes for Vessel. In every game that we've watched, it's Vessel. He's an active Brewmaster. Buys the Vessel, goes for the Aghanim's, then the Blink Dagger, and at every stage of his itemization, it's, let me poke my head into a fight. Let me, you know, what's my team doing, huh? Oh, you want me to help you out? No worries. It isn't as farm heavy as we saw from Ace. So that is something to
shield room. So either Nisha or mid one will be getting the refill. Nisha now can really play up into the Razor with that level 6. Previously to this, it was sort of resource trading with him. Still doing very well in the lane, winning the lane in fact. And now he's have these remnants. He can go and refresh his bottle from base and also just jump away from mid whenever that leak comes out.
Yeah. The mid-ember into Razor is such a weird one because you'd think Razor would be good, but the tower's so close to the river and the creeps where they meet that it is just kind of farm on farm. There's like 100 gold difference between the two of them. And if Razor was ever to go, you just change.
Celery. He's going to get jumped on by Nisha here. I don't think he's surviving this one, and he knows it. Sleight Fist finishes the job. Nisha gets a very clean rotation onto support kill.
He's been getting closer and closer to the triangle. He's like trying to see what stacks there are, but there aren't many stacks in fairness in the triangle. Does block up the camp, but they're going to see
holiday from bottom lane to go and do some farming in the jungle. 2 points in the Moonglaves, 1 point in the Lunar Orbit.
Yeah, sure. I think that is in anticipation for the Brewmaster hitting level 6, right? Boom. He will call someone to come through the Twin Gate, throw out the split, get the kill. So Mickey is like, you know what? Congratulations. You got an aggressive timing. I'm so far away from you that you can't kill. And yeah, as I say that, look what's happened. Chrysalis and Celery have come through the Twin Gate. It's, you know, a very, very predictable timing. And of course, Tofu with the leap might be able to just, you know, aggro the wave, be annoying.
Or run into Yamich. Yamich, this is one of the heroes which he really cannot do a whole lot against. 2 charges available on this. Mickey does have the 6. He's holding the point at the moment, but might see an opportunity here to go for an Eclipse, but no. With Boom popping that ulti, he just wants to get himself away. Mickey does not want to be a target here, and he will not be. Ooh, Ember being thrown into the air. As that gives Boom a chance to go and get on top of the Remnant, but no one really stays on top of Nisha, so Nisha can just walk away. Oh. As Boxy clearing out mid, Ace going for these ancient stacks. So very efficient here from Liquid, dodging out MOUZ's early aggression very nicely. Like, yes, they will lose the tower, but they don't get anything else for this.
Yeah. The thing with dodging the aggression is, outside of Ember, Liquid is just farming, and that's where Dragon Knight will be really, really happy, right? Chrysalis, top net worth, you know, nothing's threatening him this entire game. He has the Mask of Madness, he's looking towards the armlet. Like, all 3 cores of MOUZ are farming pretty well. So for Liquid, as they've conceded map play through picking the Darkseer in the last pick, they have to be so clean with their one move they make.
Look at the minimap right now as well. Like, there are literally 4 Liquid heroes, basically all farming the same part of the jungle, all trying to get something out of this map. If they can't find a way to extend their map a little bit more than this pretty soon, then it's going to be tough going. The one thing which will help with this is Ace's Helm of the Dominator. It's really going to open things up for them when he gets there. But of course, he has had a toughest start of all, so it's a long way back from him. Even with the Ancient stack, he is still bottom of net worth, which isn't ideal. Damage, getting jumped. Arrow does connect. Nice kill here from Liquid. Nisha, Tofu, and Boxy coming together and finding themselves a pretty value kill here onto Yamich. And again, you can see immediately Nisha just running onto the enemy side of the map. Like, goodness me, some space, some farm, maybe another kill even. Mid one has been spotted.
It also helps that Boxy has Solar Bind, right? So with Solar Bind, you have so much more damage, and another arrow connects onto mid one.
That is a very long arrow indeed. Bye-bye mid one. Gets vaporized by the extra magic damage coming out from the Solar Bind. Boxy, though, will fall to Celery. Little Shredder comes out along with Chrysalis's damage as well. Yamich and Nisha. Right next to each other here is Nisha, very quick to pick up that Arcane Rune. Always ready, always clicking for those power runes, even when there is an Invis hero on top of it. So.
Yeah, Liquid just utilizing their strengths, right? Keep light hits level 6, and because of that, with Solar Bind, you want to keep looking for fights. He doesn't go for recall. Again, mentioned that it could be a possibility, kind of the older versions of Keeper, but yeah. With this draft, with the damage that you have, you just want to keep doing as much damage as you can. You have 1 Searing Chains time to get a kill, right? It's Searing Chains, Arrow, Starfall, go.
Boxy with the point-blank Illuminate onto Yamich here. Another target. It's going to be Yamich again, who does a little spin as he goes down there. Very graceful. Will die.
These kills are going to feel good, right? Especially Nisha. Like, once he gets the Vessel, you put a Vessel into a Razor, a DK, like pretty much any hero, you are going to have that kill threat. It's a really, really good item to get as soon as possible in the game, as it does have, you know, an expiry. It does fade as you enter kind of the 20-25 minute mark of the game.
One thing I will say is that he's only picked up 1 of these kills, which is kind of frustrating for him, I think.
He's just happy things are, you know, happening for his team, I feel. That's
for sure.
There was a real potential of Liquid just finding nothing and feeling like they're kind of farming into like no moments, right? But the supports have given Nisha a lot more confidence that they are now kind of chipping away the mid tower.
Yep, this is very, very beautiful map plays for Liquid here, and a team that's was behind is no longer behind. They've brought themselves back into it. They've gone from being stuck inside that box in their map to breaking free, giving themselves a game. But MOUZ, they are now going to try and make a play of their own. Wrap around onto the middle lane here. Vessel finished up for the Brewmaster. Smoke's going to get broken. Celery kind of baiting a little bit here. They're looking over towards Boxy. Boxy immediately TPs. Boom's going to try and cancel it, and he's quick with the micro to get that stun off and get the kill onto Boxy. They'd one trying to bring down Nisha here. Nisha does have a Remnant available, though, and can pop that whenever he feels like he needs to. But for now, he's covered under the Moonlight Shadow. Keep juking around the sides of this fight. Keep himself absolutely safe.
Yeah, MOUZ, they got tired. They just got so bored of this aggression. They were like, you know, what are we doing? What? Come on. There's no way the Ember Coddle can be doing this for this long, right? They bring the numbers, they push them back to their side of the map. Like, get out of here. And it's really nice to see Fata come out of retirement, of course, with the mid-razor build, with the mech. It's, again, happy to see him back in the scene. Yeah.
His legacy lives on.
We found another Greaves hero. There's the Lesh, the Storm, the Quap, and now Razor from the mid lane.
Yep.
Joins the Grieve buying heroes.
Going over to Yamich here. I think he's probably got enough to bring him down. Snowball. Gonna buy Yamich a little bit of time, but the Iron Shells are going to take him out. Nice solo kill there from Ace up in the top lane.
Darkseid went from being the bottom net worth of cores to now top net worth of the cores.
Yeah, I mean, that kill's going to be absolutely huge for him. He runs around with his happy little triage. Got the Frost Mage, the fake Tusk, and himself. All mid lane. That's a kill onto Celery straight off the bat. Chrysalis now getting on top of Boxy, trying to kill him off as well. Nisha comes over from the side as mid one scoops up Boxy. Nisha can't really stand his ground versus Chrysalis. The Dragon Knight is very scary indeed. Yamich a mid one on top of Tofu. Tofu, he's out of leaps, he's out of life, he's dead. The kill goes the way off MOUZ. So a little too much there from Liquid, and that will be punished by Looking for the Frost Mage. We'll get that kill. 100 gold into the pocket of Boom.
Yeah, and itemization-wise as well, so we do see Nisha. He has a Remnant out, so yeah, we'll just jump away. But Ace is thinking about going for Solar Crest on the Darkseer. I mean, I don't think I've seen Darkseers go Solar Crest. Normally, it's what, the Greaves or a Lotus, just casual auras to throw into the mix. Eventually, like Blink Ags, but if he does complete this, it really is a statement of we are going to fight you. Of course, physical damage is really good for MOUZ, right? You know, Razor right clicks, DK right clicks.
Well, sure, but surely that's a Crimson then, right?
Again, I think so, and now he's changed it. All right, cool. Because I was like, I'm talking about it, it's like, this is really strange of a build. Like, they are really playing into a specific moment rather than the entire game, and he does change now. He goes, looks at the pipe, but yeah, if he did complete that, I would have... It's like one fight and you might just feel like you're not scaling anymore type of moment, so... Okay, Ace has put the fear of all Liquid fans to the side, well.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a Pavise on the Marana already, so...
Yeah,
shout out Tofu for saving that.
It's like, no, we don't need to. Yeah. Again, I saw the one on Marana as well. It's like double soda. Oof. All right, cleared that one up.
So dropping the high ground, and mid one immediately seeing Boxy here, just popping the dust and trying to bring down Link Hottle. That's good damage coming out from him. They will get that kill, but he's also taking heavy hits from Nisha and has to back himself away. But mid one's not going to die. He does get safety. Yamish getting some revenge on Ace here. Doesn't quite have the damage with Chrysalis and Celery coming through. They'll take down the Darkseer. Again, Liquid put their noses down the middle lane, give it a good old sniff, and quickly it gets chopped off with Coroner support lying dead. And now the pressure coming out from MOUZ into this middle tower.
Yeah, it was just confusing, I think, for Liquid. Right, they make this move, they go very deep, place the ward, but then they just kind of stand idle for a second. And like their fight construct is not built around keep like getting jumped first, right? Like they need the Ember to be, you know, spamming spells. Of course, Darkseer, once he has an aura to his name, he can frontline a bit as well. But like it needs to be Ember or Darkseer up front. And unfortunately for Liquid, you know, Boxy has been found a couple times at the start of these engagements. MOUZ are doing a very good job at identifying Keeper Light being a key target to kill early on. So else they get the mid tower.
Spirit Vessel Cinderbrew combo.
It is very spooky. But now DK has the Blink Dagger. So any mispositioned heroes on Liquid will continues to get pushioned. Yes. I just had punished. That's what I meant to say. It's a brand new word I've created. Pushioned. No idea what the meaning of it will be. It's push and punished. There we go. That's what it is.
Pushed and punished. I know some people that are into that. Smoke up from the Dire side here as MOUZ head to the top side to get these pesky Liquid heroes off their side of the map. That has been pretty much their game so far. They are window wipers. And these 4 Liquid heroes have so far been the bugs. Raindrops, I guess, is a more polite metaphor to use, but Ace is going to lose his life once again here. And MOUZ have just been really successful with connecting on these aggressively positioned heroes on the side of Liquid. Liquid don't really have a response yet. I mean, their carry's still farming up, and this is what it's all about, right? Making space for Mickey, trying to make sure that Mickey is going to be the most farmed hero in the game, hit his timings, give him space, make sure the pressure's off, and the pressure has been off. He is top of net worth, so far, tick, tick, tick. However, are they giving away a bit too much for MOUZ?
Again, the concern for Luna is though, like your item, like this net worth. I'm gonna say, wait, hold on 1 second, Boxy. He's trying to go for a little bit of a contest. Mirana's in the area too. They are delaying the Roshan.
This is good.
This is very good.
This is great.
If MOUZ got a free Darkseer kill and the free Roshan, then 20-minute Tormentor probably is on the cards for them. You really are just giving them all the timings for a successful game, and now so they smoke up. They have to split. They don't have Blink on the Tusk, but the Blink on the DK. They find the Ember.
Good stun, good damage, good follow-up. Kill onto Nisha is successful, and that will just scatter the Liquid heroes into the wind. They are out of there. Nothing to be done about that one. And the Ace is still hanging around the neighborhood. Boxy's going to go in with a few Illuminates here.
He has the wall, like 2-point vacuum and wall, and he can just annoy people.
Arrow, Chrysalis dodges with the blink. Look at mid one. He is being the broom right now. He's found something. sweeping away Ace, saying, get away from our pit. This is our Roshan. Stop it. Stop poking. Stop prodding. No one's stealing his Aegis, and I think they might be right. Chrysalis getting it low. Tofu, he's running in, but the arrow's going to be a little too late to give him the vision. Now, he will pay with his life. It's the poking, it's the prodding, it's the delaying, it's the constant aggression from Liquid, trying to slow down MOUZ in any way they can, but ultimately they give up another kill, they give up the Aegis, and now it's looking like that Tormentor is going to be uncontestable for Liquid as well.
Yeah. And pre-Roshan, I was going to talk about how Luna, her net worth is quite deceptive, right? Like, even though she has 1100 net worth to her name, it doesn't feel the same as, you know, the 10,000 net worth of the DK. She's got a Yasha, the Dragon Lance, Mask of Madness, about to complete the Manto. Like, every item she has is another item to farm more items. These aren't items that put her in the middle of the fight to, you know, to try and kill off a hero. So that is going to be one of the kind of the alarm bells that, you know, MOUZ, it feels like they have so much more presence on the map because Luna is still, what, like 10,000 gold away from feeling like she's fight ready. After the Manta, guess what? It's now a Pike. Sure, you might be able to, you know, kite away from a static link or a Mortimer Kisses, but still, it's so much more time is needed for Mickey to be ready. And again, of course,
split on.
Yeah, again, it's always, I feel like every time we talk, it's always it's a random boxy death here or there. It's fine. It's an unfortunate reality of this series. Smoke up though, Chrysalis with the blink dagger. 5 seconds. He's looking.
Ace. He sees this Razor chasing him. He knows that probably his days are numbered, and he's absolutely right. And he goes another death. MOUZ, they're just playing MOUZ Dodo real good right now.
Like, how do you fight them?
The pacing is unbelievable.
It's like I just don't see a way that you in a 5-on-5 right now. How does Liquid actually want to go near MOUZ? The Greaves, the Crimson on the Razor, the Aghanims on the Brewmaster. DK is about to get a BKB. Blink just completed on Tusk. You got a Glimmer on the Snapfire going pipe as well in probably about 15 minutes time, but still. Every single game I watch from MOUZ, there's at least 2 auras around 20 minutes. Boom though, doesn't have split.
Okay, here comes the Eclipse. There's good damage coming out onto the Brewmaster. He should be dead here, and he will be. Mickey gets a really, really big streak. That is going to push him ahead quite substantially versus the DK. Okay, anything to break the game, anything to just get an extra item onto this Luna, and this game will look possible.
Oh, okay. Mickey has identified the need for damage. He's not completing the Pike. After that kill, it's now the Butterfly. He wants to get that point in which he can stand his ground. Of course, Butterfly, Daedalus, Satanic, like any of these items, you know, that will put him, you know, front and center.
And I don't think that's like a, oh, actually, I've changed my mind on what item's best for this game. I think that kill has pushed me far enough ahead where I can look to be the raid boss again. I can look to be the aggressor, the killer, the focal point of my draft, which I think the Pike is more like, I'm going to have to play around the edges and look for snipes. Yep, Ace backs away, does get out this time, and every time Ace lives up here, it's huge. Okay. Why? Why do Liquid hate me?
Oh, God.
They did it in the draft, they do it in the game.
No, it's like he gets killed, he's happy. He sees Ace nearly die, he's scared, you know? It's like very reactionary.
He's a very emotional man.
Yeah. Okay, one wrong item and it will just lose this game for Liquid.
Mickey sees the link being used onto Nisha and sees there's a huge opportunity for him, and he's absolutely correct because no one else is nearby. Mid one's going to get run down. Another massive kill for Liquid. Things falling apart for MOUZ. I mean, it's not a huge gold swing. It's not some massive change of momentum, but at the same time, it kind of is.
It's the vibe shift, all right? You start killing these heroes on Liquid, you get the confidence among the troops. You know, you feel it. The communication, it steps up. You know, Liquid, they're smoked up. They see Boom again. It's deja vu. He has split this time around.
Arrow does connect, though.
And a team.
But Chrysalis is behind him. Oh boy, here comes the Cavalry. We're having a huge fight here as Mickey just jumps into the mix, just pops a Luna up, it gets in their faces, he's doing so much work. Down goes the DK's first life. The Brewmaster inside of his Brewlings is not really being threatened much. They're going to throw up the Luna and try to deal with Nisha instead. Cookie does connect, the punch is going to be there. Snowball as well, Nisha is down. Tofu needs to leave. The leap away will be successful as Mickey heads to the tree line, wants nothing to do with this one. They've used their spells. They've blown everything they've got. They didn't come out on top. I mean, it is a buyback from the Tusk. It wasn't Aegis on Chrysalis. They kind of showed that they can do damage. The Luna can get into the middle of these fights and be a huge problem for MOUZ. But ultimately, there were just too many resources available for MOUZ there.
Yeah, but that's also, I think, Liquid being very grateful, right? Mid-one's positioning to gift away a free kill on a Razor who has been instrumental in MOUZ's aggression, right? Having the double or the Greaves, the Crimson, if he's ever away from his team, you need to kill that guy very quickly, right? But if he's with his team, probably no one's going to be dying anymore, right? So Liquid, they get the one pick off, they turn it into more. They do die, right, as a result of it. Of course, taking the Aegis, everything you just mentioned. But I think for Liquid, they need to be careful, right? If they try and do that type of move again, if they haven't picked off the Razor, it is going to be a very, very different outcome. As they smoked up with the Ember Keeper Light, they are going to get Celery.
The only hero nearby is Chrysalis, and he's not going to risk his life for Celeries.
He is dead.
Correct.
But 1,500 gold away from a pipe, so more auras on the horizon.
Do you like them auras? Darkseer, of course, completed this some time ago, heading towards the Crimson next as well, so Ace will be the aura guy.
They're trying to wrap around the mid one. He was killed in this position before. His team aren't really in the area. It's only a Tusk Noble save.
Root him! Root him! Ah, off the mark. Never mind. Next one. Oh, no, never mind. He's dead. Okay, unlucky. Mickey's in, though. Good damage onto Yamich. Yamich going to die back here. Mid one's going to be that next target, and Ace is just sitting on top of him at the moment. The wall comes down. Boom pops the split, though. Gets on top of Ace, and Ace just gets destroyed. And once again, Luna sent up into the air, and everybody's getting ready. MOUZ, they want to get this kill here. Nisha's waiting in the wings. What can he do? Well,
Blinking one.
Do a whole lot, actually. A nice 4-stuff up to the high ground, but again, thrown into the air for a second time around as they deal with Boxy. Now get back onto Mickey. Mickey, his life is running out. Turns around, tries to get off the damage, but it's not going to do enough, even with Nisha helping out. It's an ultra kill for Chrysalis here as they take down everybody. And a pigeon for Celery on the sidelines as well. PD picks up from Nisha, but there is nothing he can do. His team is dead.
Yeah, Liquid, it felt like maybe there was a moment where MOUZ just didn't have the numbers, but mid one, he understands the time it takes for his team to get there. He keeps kind of like offering himself up, disengaging slightly, and then, yeah, DK, he was farming the triangle, slowly started moving down, and when the jump started, instantly there, blinks in from the from kind of like the rush pit area, and Liquid, they just cannot fight this Dragon Knight at all. Whenever he appears, they have to run away.
Absolutely. Are we getting to the point where a BKB might required for the Luna? Like, I don't know, what do you do against this? Because she's just being thrown into the air every 2 seconds. She can't get off her damage. This farm, it's not being put to use.
Yeah, this was the concern of Luna in the draft. It's a weird hero. Because I still look at her inventory and I'm like, yep, she's in farm mode, boys. You know, we're hitting the jungle. You know, it's like there will be the odd fight where she'll be able to present herself, but you want the BKB, you want the butterfly, you want so many more things outside of crafting like the perfect engagement. Again, Liquid can do that in very specific scenarios. They are one of the few teams that makes Luna feel, viable, but you are really hoping for MOUZ to overextend, to kind of throw themselves into weird positions post BKBs and now mid one completes the BKB on the Razor. And Daedalus complete on the Dragon Knight. Just big ticket items getting completed for MOUZ. Again, to remind you guys, if you are just tuning in, the winner of this game qualifies to ESL 1 Birmingham. The loser will be eliminated. No more chances to get there.
Nope, we are on the final day. There are no second chances anymore.
Unless you generate visa problems. That could also be a way in, but competitively, there is no way in.
Or individually, you could stand in for somebody, perhaps.
Also
That's
true.
Also another way you could attend the event. That's another second chance.
I'm sure these players are thinking about this.
Yes. We're getting past the point where these skirmishes are becoming an option. It's now going to be just a case of 100-0, your first target. And Boom is the best possible guy they can find. He's so hard to kill, though. He's got a Lotus on himself. You need so much damage, and the Luna just doesn't deliver that yet. Like, yeah, she hits hard, but not 100-0 Brewmaster inside the length of a... Well, inside the length of what? An arrow? It's a tricky one to land. This is the problem. These brew splits are almost guaranteed, which means Tofu, he's going to try to force himself away and try and get the leap, but doesn't even connect on that. Chrysalis just completely destroys the Mirana. Time to get into the pit, and time to get a kill onto Boxy. Both supports on Liquid are dead. Picked off around the map. Now, the pit is open. There'll be another Aegis for Liquid to fight into.
Yes, continue to skip the map. Continue to hide from your problems, pretty much.
How long can they do that for? How long before those problems are knocking on your front door?
About a minute and 3 seconds.
Okay. We'll see it 31 minutes and 10 seconds then. If MOUZ are on the high ground, might even be quicker than that. Let's see. Chrysalis, he's heading to the top lane. Does have to wait for Dragon Form at the very least, so we'll TP back. Take a bit of the breather. Get a kill onto Nisha. Casual things. No, that's a pretty major kill. Nisha doesn't usually get caught out like this, but Yamich on the case does connect. Extra stun duration on the 10 talent, and it's really hard for Nisha to get away. And this will be the high ground opening they're looking for. Dragon Form up in 10 seconds. Roshan's banner plonked on down here. Solar Bind.
Arrow thrown.
Arrow to kill the catapult. Mickey really can't step up here without this BKB. It's super scary. I say that though, does go for the banner and now gets jumped on immediately. Link's going to be there. Stun's going to come out from Chrysalis as well. Mickey, he's down to half health. 4-star's going to be there to try and get him out. He does get to safety. Ace going to sacrifice the Satyr. Split used. Wall used. And I think that's what they wanted. I think that's what they were trying to fish for. You get that split used and suddenly a fight can actually happen. They will send the Luna up into the air for good measure. Just as a reminder. You can see Nisha. He's looking forward. He's playing up. He's hunting.
Signs of life for Liquid, right? Getting the double aura on Luna, and also playing at your high ground. MOUZ didn't really want to throw in more damage into the high ground, right? Like extending the fight from the tier 3 deeper towards the tier 4. It would have been a potential disaster for MOUZ. Again, they learned from their mistakes in game 1, and for Liquid, that is like after that fight in their mindset, it's like that's what we need to do. We need to keep the waves pushed, force MOUZ to play on one wave at our tier 3, and then play for the kiting. Utilize the multiple 4-stars that they have, the auras, the wall at the high ground, like create like choke points and try and invite MOUZ into them. You know, setting the trap, if you want to say. But
the MOUZ trap.
There we go. Oh, we did it. We got there.
Fantastic.
Wow, we're so average.
Generous.
I know.
Lincoln's going to be the next pickup for Luna here, so I kind of like that. BKB's nice, but Lincoln just has that longevity and the kind of fights they want to play. Nisha going to have to eventually remnant away. Celery is waiting. Is anybody else nearby? No, not really. So Nisha gets out. Yeah, Lincoln Spear versus BKB. Like the way they're playing is they want to go in, they want to bait the Dragon Form, they want to bait the split. They would just want to bait these spells. They don't really care about Wall as a team fighting spell for themselves, so if they have to trade it, they're totally fine to do so and look for the re-engage later on. Therefore, BKB just seems to make very little sense for Mickey in terms of like the next pickup. No, he's going to... This is unbelievable, dude.
I mean,
he's changed the link into the BKB.
I have a confession. He actually tabbed it before you started talking about the switch. Like when you started talking, you'd already beat me. I just, because I wanted you to see the reveal.
I hate working with you.
Don't worry, this is the last series of the qualifying, probably January. So.
3 times in a row. It's the old switcheroo.
Oh, it's like, come on, man, click there, click there, click there. And what you have to do is, I mean, ever since Amar, I just stopped caring about the quick buys, you know, that much. It's like, I respect it, you know, I'll say the odd thing, but I won't be like, this is the item, you know, it's like, you know, it's an option.
Listen, I still stand by it. I still think the Lincolns makes a lot of sense. All right, we got a shard on the Brewmaster.
Yeah, liquid courage. Upgrade. Happy days. He's making people drink. The Birmingham hero. Yo, that's actually gonna be hype in the arena. Every time you see liquid courage, camera shot of crowd, pint gets raised for the lads.
Person in the room.
Please drink responsibly, by the way. Anyway, MOUZ up to the high ground.
Here we go. 18 seconds left on the Aegis here, so this is essentially an Aegisless fight for MOUZ. 10-second timer will be. Nice vacuum. Nice damage. Tofu tries to connect with the bound again, but doesn't quite connect as they try to throw everything onto Mickey. But Mickey is doing so much damage. Where have your Brewlings gone? They have vaporized. They are gone. Yamich might be losing his life. You got to be careful here, Nisha. He does have the remnant down. Has to back himself away. They're just hugging this Luna. They were staying on top of Mickey. They know that Mickey is everything. The bind connects at last. But the punch up, the damage out. Luna, is she in trouble? Force away.
2 4 stars.
Twice. Get her up to that high ground and now look for the turnaround. Throws a
3 4 stars.
and forced away again to get the Luna to safety, but it was so damn close. Woo-wee.
I mean, if you're liquid, though, you keep seeing the path to victory. The first time around, you pushed MOUZ away from your base. The second time around, you even threatened to kill them. You didn't, but like every time MOUZ gets closer to the base, liquid grows stronger, all right? And liquid, as soon as you get a Daedalus on this Luna, that's when things will change. The Brew won't be able to walk away. He is dead. The Razor won't be this aura buff up anymore. It'll just be you are going to disappear. Like liquid, as long as they can keep Mickey alive, as long as they can keep 4-staffing him, keep putting him in this position, then Liquid can protect their base. But in open map play, it's a completely different story. I think MOUZ still are going to be, you know, the victors of a fight there. You know, Tormentors, Roshans, this type of thing. MOUZ just, they have the heroes to exploit it. But if Liquid can play in the base, if they can just hug their buildings, then, or even hug the Luna, then there is a chance.
By the way,
hold up.
Snowball.
Things are happening.
A bad position instead.
Yeah.
A little too
Give it a freebie.
Yamich will die, and Liquid get to take a breather on this map. By the way, fuck BKB, fuck Lincoln Spear. We go crits on Mickey.
Yep.
This guy, he's here to click some people. Screw these defensive items.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, based on these previous fights, Mickey's putting the trust in his team. You know, like he's going, you keep me alive, I will try to win us the game. Because if he buys BKB, there's damage problems. If he buys Lincolns, there's damage problems. So, like, again, who cares about the quick buy? Based on that last fight, you want to see the Daedalus.
Yeah, they can keep Mickey alive.
Yeah. Honestly, it would be really cool if there's... I mean, I'd like to see the discussion, I think, with carry players, but the other facet on Luna, in this type of game, getting the damage reduction on your Luna orbit, again, he's gone for the damage through Lucent Beam. Again, carries big damage happiness, but there's always an argument where, what happens if he had damage reduction through the other facet? Would he be able to stand his ground a bit more? Could he actually take the fight? But,
I mean, I expected this game from the Brewmaster, but I guess with the other two cores being essentially ranged, it makes it a little bit.
It's also not dispellable.
I guess.
So it's just really cool, I think. Just
it is very good. Yeah, Luna's definitely got two very viable facets, which is always fun. I think any hero with two facets is much cooler.
Ooh, some heroes have none, so that's also kind of cool.
Yeah, true.
Ooh, liquid. They're looking for the...
Oh my goodness, that's a lot
Anything
of
else?
On the cliff, but immediately punched down by Yamich. Yamich saves the day with a wonderful shard. Mickey kind of being baited into this one. Can he actually stand his ground though? Oh my god, okay. The Tusk is gone, but Luna also in a similar amount of trouble, has to back herself away, gets dragged back in.
What's happening? Nisha's going in and out, left and right, and dead.
He's playing around and he's gone. Okay, trying to be a little bit too active there. Nisha didn't have the remnant to get back to. Does die. No buyback at the moment from this Ember Spirit.
Okay, what a cool start to a fight, right? You get a multi-hero vacuum onto the high ground. Liquid feels like they've just put MOUZ into a death position, and then what a shot! This is like, all right, boys, get off the cliff, let's go.
Crazy stuff. Any other Tusk player, and I don't think they're getting everyone off that cliff. I think someone's being left to die, but Yamich, he's just unbelievable on Tusk, and he knows exactly these small interactions, these small mechanics, and gets them down, gets them to safety. Crazy.
Very, very good. MOUZ, they have the cheese, they have the Aegis.
The MOUZ have the cheese.
Yeah, they do. They've been in a trap.
There.
Yep. Again, we're still so average. We're not upgrading that one. I see what I said. I was like, you better say MOUZ and cheese. Tofu is on the bot wave. Yamich.
Yeah. Quickly root them.
Run.
Full stuff. Leap.
Taunt.
It's always this awkward moment when they get to the river where it's like, well, guess I'll go down here.
Yeah. Oh, Tofu's dead.
Here's a bit.
Oop, no,
Oop,
Ace.
Stun out. This is not a kill you can give up.
Die.
Ace, he doesn't have buyback, by the way, so if he dies here, then that's going to be a problem, but I don't think they're going to be able to save him. Mid one comes across, getting the double kill. Suddenly, 2 heroes are dead. Liquid?
Just to be clear, by the way, my instant reaction of saying, oh no, Ace, wasn't for any bias towards Liquid winning. I don't mind who wins. It's just I wanted to see one good fight between the two teams, you know? Like,
I still think we will.
Do you think MOUZ might not just get a cheeky Rax or two? I mean, they'll still be fight after.
Oh yeah,
but
we'll get a rack, but we'll get the fight. I mean,
MOUZ
this
just
game's not over until they call Luna at least once.
That is true. And the pick-off game from MOUZ is what's going to give them that chance, and they are doing it so well.
God, look at this chase here from mid one. He doesn't need the link. He doesn't need it. He's got the damage. He's got the disperser as well. I didn't want to talk about that, but at the moment, there's too much going on right now. Kiss is even coming over. Just trying to catch out Boxy, but Boxy, he's well practiced in DDR, so he's left, right, down, right, up, down, left, and Celery will not catch him.
13 seconds in the dark here. Mid-Brax has fallen. Again, they still have Aegis and Cheese. Refresher Shard on the Brewmaster. So all 3 cores are ready to go.
They are indeed, and the smoke up on the back lines from Luna and from... Nope, never mind, gonna break it in the middle wave. Not something they feel like they can chase.
Yeah, it kind of just felt like a...
Split still there, man.
Just throw out a smoke and go type moment, but yeah, Satanic on the Luna. Might not even need to get triple 4-staff in the next fight. She can just stand her ground. Again, depending on the static link, there's always that one.
No buyback Mickey, no buyback Ace.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair to both sides, no buyback on Boom either.
They're playing for the moment. Again, when you're down like this, you need the items. Yep.
This whole concept of trying to force out the split is not really viable right now, and Ace, he's been forced off to the side. He doesn't really have a way back into the base. Ace needs some help, and he will find it. Gets up to the high ground. Chrysalis getting low to Mickey. Mickey, you cannot mess with him right now. He's very, very scary. Hurricane Pike comes out to buy Mickey some space and gets some extra 3 hits off onto mid one. Mid one's getting low here, forced to BKB off the Spirit Vessel to live this. These Brewlings are still in the middle of everything and still doing good damage and forcing back Liquid, preventing them from chasing forward for any more. Nisha surged in with the Vessel, with the Shiva's Guard trying to find a target, but doesn't connect on anyone.
Oh,
they will chase back MOUZ once again, though.
It's just the repetition. If Liquid don't get picked up on the map, then they can hold their base forever. If they die on the map, then MOUZ can take buildings, right? It's just the story of the game, and I feel like Ace is he's one blink dagger away from crushing these fights, right? The disengage from his team, getting him to the high ground, he held his position, he saw like a 4 or 5 man vacuum, but because of how desperate this game has been, the need for the auras to help Luna, put Luna into this killing position, he's not got it. But now he puts into his quick fire. Like if you rewatch that fight, Ace, all he's thinking about is, I wish I had Blink, I wish I had Blink, why don't I have Blink, I need Blink. Like, that would have been the moment for them, but of course, many events have transpired to stop that. And yeah, Luna, just as soon as she presses Luna Orbit and walks into the fight, it really is like we should probably respect this. You are very scary. Of course, Swift Blink will just ensure Mickey can correctly enter any fight he wants.
Is that a replacement for the boots?
Yeah, it will be treads out, Swift Blink in. And
I mean, considering the amount, it feels like there's 8 4-staffs on the side of Liquid at this point. Like, Yeah, jump is just being forced around.
There's headbands and force staffs and all things galore to try and help Mickey.
Pushing their way through this game, pushing their way against MOUZ. And let's be clear, very few other teams have been able to survive this pressure from MOUZ. Once MOUZ get ahead, when they have these heroes, the Dragon Knights, the Brewmasters, they have just been unstoppable. Their high ground has been really disciplined. They don't tend to fall behind. They don't tend to throw these. But Liquid are holding out so well. I mean, already commendable they've made it this far, but to turn this one around, it's another monumental effort needed from them.
One problem has now been thrown into the mix. DK has MKB. That is, Luna, you are not tanky anymore. Your Butterfly, it's had a good run. But I can now cut through you as Tofu runs up to the triangle, gets the D-ward, and runs back away. It's just such a cheeky D-ward.
It really is.
Of course, he is using Tormentor being taken as the call to try and go for it. But back to the high ground, MOUZ failed to break the high ground outside of pickoffs on the map. They have not gone up and won a high ground fight as of yet.
Okay, Mickey, he actually buys out. Okay, no, he sold his boots, so he has the money back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blink Dagger available for Mickey now, though.
I'd like to think he would keep buyback now, right? With the Satanic, the Daedalus, like Swiftlink's cool, but a buyback is cooler. But winning the fight with Swiftblink is very cool, but not as cool
also
as buyback.
star points, but
yeah. Smoke up,
Ace,
Liquid.
Ace, I could definitely understand choosing a Blink Dagger over buyback.
Oh, yeah. That's fine with. That feels like it passes the.
They're going to see these wards on the high ground. They immediately know what's up on MOUZ. Get rid of the vision, and Liquid sent back once again. So.
Still a very scary smoke, but you can see the Liquid, like the way that they smoked there is they run straight away to the triangle where it's like a confined area, a way in which they can make Darkseid feel good. They don't smoke anywhere else where it's like open map and easy to kite. They tried going to an area where Darkseid can thrive, but after that it's like, you know what? Thank you very much, we didn't get anything, and then they move back to their own triangle. So they are trying to pick a location to fight. Darkseid does complete the Blink Dagger now.
I mean, these are very kind of game-changing items, these two Blinks. Two cores suddenly having the ability to just jump into the backlines, jump into the middle. It's also massive commitment from Liquid. But
okay, hold up. Yep, he completed the Swift Blink. So buybacks are not a thing for Liquid. They are winning this next fight. Also, Nisha just completed the Lincolns. So Darkseid, no buyback because of gold. Ember, no buyback because of gold. Luna, no buyback because of gold. Sure, if they get some kills, a streak on the DK, it could help out. But if Liquid die, their base will fall. That is it.
Over. Yes. This is what it's coming down to here. The all-in here from Liquid. It's so scary. Mid one. Is that the target? It is not. Oh, the entirety of Liquid saw him there. And they hold back. The discipline is crazy at this point. But once they've made their choice, there is no backing out. Once they're in, they are in. And we get to find out who's winning this game. Mid one. Seen by the Luna Vision. They try to back into the arrow. Doesn't quite work out. Boost Travel 2 coming out from Boom to help him join the party. Nullification out onto Ace as he's going to get stunned up. Might be dead here. They need his spells. They need him alive. They need Ace to be able to get the turnaround here, but he's not going to be able to do so. He's dead. That is their team fight gone. Luna is in the back lines trying to fight up with Chrysalis. As mentioned, he's got the MKB. He can tear through Mickey with ease. Mickey is gone, and that might be it. It's not even close. Nisha is going to die next, and that is 3 heroes dead. No buyback available. High ground looking awful tempting right now for the side of MOUZ. They may have just done it. They may have just stamped their tickets to Birmingham. The Coddle buyback, it's not going to feel like enough. And it all comes from misinitiation. They try to get the vacuum into the arrow. It doesn't work out. And the moment that happens, all hell breaks loose. Boost to Travel 2 from Boom. He gets into the fight. And there it is. GG is called. MOUZ will take down Liquid to qualify for ESL 1 Birmingham. Congratulations.
Just a great series, of course, from MOUZ. Like the way they play Dota, it is just refreshing, right? It's aggressive, it's annoying, it's got layers of different like poke and prod. In one game, Chrysalis will be the star on a DK, in another game it will be, you know, mid one on a Viper. It's just annoying. Yamich is constantly finding these entries and just being this just thorn in your side. So yeah, MOUZ, a well-deserved qualifier for ESL 1 Birmingham. Again, Liquid, the fan favorites for any, you know, Western land. So for them not to qualify, it is gonna, you know, be a tough one for them. But again, MOUZ, well deserved.
For them.
That is true.
2 series to qualify for this event. 2 series which have gone the full 3 games, and 2 series they fall short on that 3rd game.
And
first against Virtus Pro, now against MOUZ.
And they won game 1 in both of them, Nomad. That's the worst thing. They were 1 game away from getting to ESL 1 Birmingham twice. It wasn't as if they...
Four times in total.
It's not as if they'd won game 2, you know, and like, we're coming back into it. You know, like they entered the series, they win the first game. It's like, yes, this is us. We can do it. And then, you know, VP wins game 2, game 3. MOUZ wins game 2, game 3. So, yeah, heartbreak for Liquid, but for MOUZ, it's so well-deserved. Like, they continue to enter a tournament or qualifier with their strategies, and it's like, try and break us. Try and do it. We test you. Please. Take our, you know, ban our Razor. We'll take Viper. Ban our Viper. We'll take, you know, whatever combination you want to go for, as I get mixed up in it. But MOUZ, they have an identity. They hold true to it no matter what, and they are just so annoying to try and play into.
They really are. Yeah, they will just nibble away at you until you are nothing. They get into your walls. They get into your pantry. MOUZ are just all over the place. And this sort of death ball play style from them, playing around Chrysalis, enabling him as a carry in his exact style, utilizing Yamich, you know, these players which all the teams have sort of struggled to enable, they have done so wonderfully, and that is why, you know, they are such a commonplace in LAN events and in grand finals and winning in tournaments as well, winning Wallachia earlier. This team truly is tier 1 caliber, proving it again and again and again. And against a team as formidable as Liquid, you know, you got to give them full credit. They're going to be terrifying coming into ESL 1 Birmingham, and I'm super excited to watch them play at that big arena. And
to close it, for Crystalus Hype, 3 games of Dragon Knight, he only died once across all 3 games. 6-0-12, 5-1-10, 14-0-10. So if you give this man Dragon Knight, he's probably just going to 1v9 the game, which also kind of is a disrespect to MOUZ because his team does prop him up. But still, he is that good on the DK. It's just insane. This qualifier, Crystalus and Dragon Knight, I think, is just the biggest story. 2 wins against Liquid and 1 win against Zero Tenacity on the hero.
Yeah, so once again, huge congratulations to MOUZ. They will be qualifying. Liquid, commiseration, so close. Literally couldn't be closer. 4 games they had to try and take it, and they didn't quite manage over the 2 series. And that's a tough one, and they played so damn well, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. But we will be seeing them next time. And that's going to do it for us. That's going to do it for this series, and that's going to do it for us here at these qualifiers. It's been an absolute joy to bring them to you, but do not fear, there's plenty more Dota to come. Na'Vi versus Enigma Galaxy is coming up next, so do not go anywhere. Stick around for that one. Thanks for watching. We really enjoyed having you. We'll see you next time.